Hey girls, sorry, you have to get a close-up of me every time I turn the video on to record. Hang on, you're not going to be able to see me, so hang on, there we go. Sorry girls. Okay, so feet off for Pilates. So we can plan to flex our feet. We need to be able to have full range of motion, so always have bare feet when you do Pilates. So we're just going to do, I've decided 5 exercises actually for our Pilates today. And if you want to make it a longer session, you can just repeat those exercises or do them for a little bit longer. So we're just going to go over that core stabilisation and engagement again. I have sent you all the video of this with a physio teaching you how to do it. So please check that video as well. So we want to take a big deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. So we don't want to be breathing into our chest, we want to be breathing into our tummy. Okay, because we all shallow breathe. If you watch babies breathe, they breathe into their tummy. So it's a big deep breath in, big deep breath out, and we imprint our spine as if laying on sand, just imprinting our spine into the sand. So it's not forced into the mat because we'll lose that TVA activation. It is just imprinted. Zip up those pelvic floors. So those muscles that we use to stop the flow of urine when we go to the toilet, okay, they're the muscles that we want to be zipping up. So that's, you're a nice strong unit. Ribs are soft, okay, so we don't want them flaring up. If you flatten your back, you'll flatten your ribs down. We bring up our right leg to tabletop. Tabletop is where we have our knee directly over the top of our hip and our shin is parallel to the ceiling. So if I move back, you'll be able to see, and our feet are plantar flexed, okay? Keep that back flat as you bring up the left leg. Now, if you're flat, you bring up the right leg. When you go to bring up the left leg, if this happens and your belly pops and your back comes up off the floor, you need to stop and start again. Some of you won't be strong enough to keep your back flat on the floor, and that's okay. You just bring one leg up at a time, okay? And that's fine. That can be your exercise. Just practicing keeping your belly button pulled back to your spine, back flat on the floor, ribs are soft, shoulders down, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and all we're doing is toe tapping. We're bringing one leg up to tabletop, placing it down, bringing the next leg up to tabletop. If that becomes too easy, then we just alternate them, okay? Until we're strong enough to bring the both leg up at the same time. Have those feet, shins parallel to the ceiling. If you're a little bit stronger, we move on to the next exercise. So still breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're lifting up from the shoulders. We're reaching long with our hands and we're pumping. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we pump those arms. Keep pumping them. Pumping, pulling that belly button back to the spine. Keep pumping those arms. I'm not going to take you through the whole session now. If you can keep that going for 30 seconds, then that's fantastic. But I think these videos are going to get too long and I'm not going to be able to post them. So you time yourself and do that one for 30 seconds, okay? Have a rest, stretch, bring the arms long. Really good. Okay. The next exercise that we're going to do is a pointer. So coming around to our hands and knees and making sure that our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips, okay? And our back's in neutral. So take a big deep breath in, stretch up to the ceiling, big deep breath out and stretch back the other way. Feels good. Stretch it up and stretch back the other way. Come back to neutral, where our back's in neutral. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out, right hand and left leg. Reach, and we reach long. So it's not about high, it's about long. We want our hands in line with our shoulder, our foot in line with our hip. We don't want to hike through the hip, so make sure that your hips are even. You should be able to balance a cup of tea on your butt. Okay, and we reach and we hold there for 10 seconds for beginners, up to 40 seconds for advanced. And then we come back and we stretch it out. And then we come up. So it might be that you have to pause this video and then go back and you know, revisit them if you need to. So just work your way through the moves. Pilates always looks easy, but it's not. So take your time and make sure that you're engaging through the core. So just imagine you've got a fire under here and you're pulling your belly away from the floor, zipping up those pelvic floors. So we come to the other side and we reach long. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Reach it long. If you need a bit more of a challenge, you can come out diagonal. And then come back when you're ready. Reach it long. So this is the beginner's move, a little bit more advanced. Then we can come into arm and knee coming in. We can add weight to our hands. Make it a little bit harder. Always come back and take a stretch. You might find that your feet start to cramp. Mine is, that's what reminded me when you do Pilates, because you're not used to the plantar flexing. So don't worry too much about that. Just stretch them out and keep moving on. Okay, let's go into the clams. Nobody likes clams. So coming down onto your side. So remember, when you come onto your side in Pilates, it's as if you've been standing up and I've placed you down on the floor. So we don't want to let everything just flop onto the floor. We want our waist to be nice and strong still. We'll have the bottom leg bent to keep balanced. Sorry, I'm going to show you the circles first. Leg circles, and then we'll go into clams. So bent, bottom leg bent, top leg reaches long, and I'm going to have to move over, you're not going to be able to see. Okay, top leg is long, big deep breath into the tummy, big deep breath out, belly button to spine, shoulders stay soft, just hands out in front just to balance, but we don't want to be gripping. So imagine you've got a crayon at the end of your big toe and you're going to just draw little circles. So we want to keep them nice and smooth, slow and controlled. And then we go back the other way. Now remember, girls, if you love the Pilates or you want to learn more about these moves, we can always do a Skype session. Okay, so we can always do some live sessions so I can see you and help you with your technique. So breathing in and out as we complete the movements. Good. And then you'll go ahead and go over onto the other side. So complete 5 circles one way, reverse 5 circles the other way, do that twice, and then change over to the other side. Okay? Next one. So this is the clams. Make sure that the outside of the bottom of your feet is in line with your butt. We don't want to see you have your feet too far back. So bring your knees forward. So as if you're against a wall, okay, and your feet and your bottom are on the wall. I'll just move over again so you can see me properly. So again, your waist is strong. Big breath in, big breath out. Belly button to spine, shoulders are soft. We take a deep breath in as we open. Big deep breath out as we lengthen, toe to toe, knee to knee. Breathing in, breathing out, out, out. So it's separate movements. Okay, so it's an open, lengthen, back and down. You'll feel your glutes start to work. Okay, you want to do 30 on the right side, turn over, and then do 30 on the left side. And believe me, you will feel them. On the last rep, so that 30th rep, if you can, I want you to hold and lengthen. Think long. That will really make it burn. And then bring it in and down. And I can guarantee you, you'll be feeling them. Okay? Making sure when you come up that you're not reaching to the sky. Well, you are reaching to the sky, but not straight up in the air. You're reaching out 45 degrees. And really think about lengthening through that leg. So open, lengthen. Think about working your legs through quicksand or through mud, I often say to the girls. The more you think about working it hard, the harder it will work. Okay? So there we go. You've got the circles, the clams, the pointer, the hundreds, and just the core engagement. Start with that one in the very beginning. I'll add one more in, just in case you're having a little bit of trouble engaging the core. Just laying down on the floor, arms out, shoulder height, just right angles, forehead down on the floor. I'll look up so I can see you. Take a big deep breath in, push your belly into the floor, big deep breath out, and pull your belly away from the floor. And that will be a really good cue for you to feel what that's like, to pull up that tummy, pull your belly button away from the floor, and to zip up those pelvic floors. And hold it there. And just hold that for as long as you can, and then let it go. Let everything go. Relax. Even take a stretch back. Big stretch. Come back and practice that one again. So really good for beginners. So again, I'll go over it again. Arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, arms are about shoulder height, right angles. Just let everything relax onto the floor like a big hunk of jelly. Place your forehead on the floor. Try not to bury your forehead into the floor. You're just relaxing it down. Take a big deep breath in and push your tummy into the floor. Take a big deep breath out through your mouth and pull your belly away from the floor. And you'll feel it. Just imagine you're laying on that hot sand and you're pulling your belly away from the floor. Now zip up those pelvic floors. So those muscles that you use to stop the flow of urine. Holding it there. Hold it for as long as you can. And then let it go. Now the girls that have done a lot of Pilates with me, you can then, if that's not enough for you, add those arms in. Or go into your Superman. Or go into your, our advanced, out front, out wide, chicken wings and down. Up the top, out wide, chicken wings and down. All the time this is engaged. So girls, you know those moves. You've done them with me a lot. Okay. Good luck, girls. Any problems, again, please contact me. I'm here to help. And I liked to hear any comments, good, bad or ugly. I can only improve this program with constructive criticism, so please contact me if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like to see or anything that you don't like. Yeah. Anyway, see you next week. Bye.